that, you know. I want the people to understand why we are doing this, you know. I want the people to understand why we're playing these things. Because them have way in our thing where immediate gratification where them don't make you think ahead on the consequences of your immediate gratification, what can happen down the line. And them don't make you think about what came before. It's a weird thing. We don't have no serious examination about the past, and we don't have no serious understanding about what can happen in the future. And that is what slavery is all about, you know. Slavery is where them wipe away your past and don't make you have no future more than the future with them make you want, with them want you have. Slavery wipe away the past and create a future for you down the line. Now, if we have information, because information is the greatest inspiration. If we have information, we will be best able to make calculated, you know. We now really see that these people plan ahead. Them plan ahead. Because them understand where them are come from. And them don't want what happen back of them happen in front of them. So meanwhile, them are draw themselves from certain things that will cause detriment to them. Them want to impose it now upon the ignorant. And that is always we are going. That because you so gravelicious and so licky and feel that no, we have to work with now, not the future, no, we have to work with. When I think down the line, that even though people are talking about the youths are our future, most of them people we are talking about youths are a lie, them don't believe that. Them don't believe that. Because some of them don't tell you the world soon end. As the first thing, some of them old people are telling you about the world soon end. From them are picking the world soon end. All them grandmother and great-grandmother did say the world soon end. And the world soon end, I see people have built up this. You see people have make this. I see people that talk about world soon end. So the guy around there so I trick you by telling you about the world soon end. Meanwhile, he might have millions I set up for sending picnic to university or Miami and sending picnic to Boston a university to get PhD and MA and all these things. And then the next guy around there so I collect money again, knowing say boy right now you don't really have it, but you don't want to go to hell. You don't want to go to hell, so you have to go give them some money. But that money that's to help them picnic for go to school and for drive car while you walk to church. And build up big building. But look how China they now. One of the fastest developed country on earth. Yet still, the majority of them population is sick. From what? From the same development where they might try to develop. What is the purpose of development? Development is supposed to make human being more healthy, wealthy, and wise. If you sit with nature and understand nature, that them as human beings can become divine. We keep repeating the same thing, but we have to repeat it. It's only in man's humanity I'm going to find divinity. There's no divinity outside of the human consciousness. A man have to find that divinity in himself. And you can't find divinity in yourself through metal and steel and plastic. We are say, we understand development, we understand the process of development and what development should be. But at the expense of what? What is the expense of development? When we say development, you should be more comfortable. You should be less sick. That is development, you know. Develop don't mean say you're sick, but you can afford to go to a doctor. That is not development. Development must be preventative. You're preventing something than to trying to cure something. And when we say in a so-called first world countries, ironically, you know, the man no mention no country in Africa up to now. Yet still when you look at South Africa, you know, as one of the countries them where is nearer to the Western way because of the history of European invasion and apartheid. You see them have a problem. But you have certain part of Africa, diabetes and them things that is not known. When you say diabetes, the marks is what that? And now you see young people, young people. We should have buried them grandmother and have buried them mother are dead from disease where them grandmother should have dead from. Young people, me talk about all teenager. Teenagers start have cancer. And we hate to use this as an example, but we're going to use it. With general manager, Chad. We come at IRFM from Chad as 6-year-old. 6. Or maybe 5. Me come here from him at 5. And him dead in his 20s. From cancer. 20-year-old. Diabetes. When me say, when me a teenager, a people over 50 have them something there. People over 50 have them something there. You know, I expect say a grandmother I go bury them grandpicnic. And the more them introduce things that is anti-nature, is the more the sickness come away. And them are train young people to continue the process of polluting the planet by educating them in a way that is anti-nature. And if you're anti-nature, you could have ball out on God a little more. It never help you. Because how can you say you love God that you cannot see? Yet you can't love what you can see. How you know that what you can see is not a manifestation of what you can't see? Because truly, what you see is what you get. So, if you now preserve life in the nature, then we could have built tall building a little more, and a mine backside a little more, and have millions of dollars a little more. If the people not in tune, in line with the earth, with the air, with the water, and with the sunlight. And we in this part of the world, we're near to the equator, we are blessed with the sunlight, raw. We should be rejoicing and worshiping the sun like our ancestors were doing in those times in Kemet. But we refuse. So now we are looking up in the sky. When our ancestors look in the sky, is the sun them was looking at. It's not no man where in the sky I come down. When our ancestors sought to to meditate and pray and look up in the sky. Them never the things that the sun are going to come down, come help them, because the sun is already on the earth. The sun never left the earth because the sun is the center and the life giver of earth. So you have to see the sun. You have to understand that the sun is the life force, the giver of life and energy upon earth. So if you want to block out the sun with your pollution, and if you want to dirty up the water with your pollution, and if you want to make the air that is necessary for human being to live in accordance with how human beings supposed to live, then you're going to have to pay the consequence to try to manipulate nature in a way that nature cannot flow. You think you can stop water from flow? Water run and you stop it over there so it find another way to move. The power of water is one of them energy there where human beings try control and manipulate. Them say 30 years out. I want people in this to me, I say, when I say it because, we just have settings, Them say, no me say, Them say, in the next 30 years, China might not have any water. You hear what I say? According to statistics, them say, in the next 30 years, China might not have any water. No, I don't know what people here mention. Me's a movie buff, Me watch movie from now till then. You have a movie named Mad Max. They make a Mad Max 2 the other day. What do you think the Mad Max movie was all about? The Mad Max movie was all about water and the struggle to get water and the survival of human beings in them environment to wage war against other human beings who them feel have more water than them, that them can get water to survive. Water. Last week, I think it's last week, we tell you about this story about Solomon and Sheba, where Solomon used water to seduce the queen of Sheba. Solomon, in the Bible, in the Ethiopian history book, use water to seduce a woman to go and have sex with her. What is more precious than water under the sun? And now we are pollute this life-giving property. The majority of our body is made up of liquid. The majority of the earth is liquid. And we are make things. We come from the earth that will destroy human beings, because it's not going to destroy the earth. You think plastic can destroy the earth? Plastic not destroy the earth. Carbon dioxide not going to destroy the earth. It's going to destroy the means by which human being is able to live on the planet. That is what will happen. So all these plastic buckle and all these, this and that, where you say, let's say, a man has said the earth, the planet going to be destroyed. The planet will not be destroyed. It is going to be miserable for human beings to live on it because of what human beings do to Mother Earth and Mother Nature. And Mother Nature have a way to pluck out people and destroy countries and destroy land when it say it now get its own way. So if there's any God, it must be nature. It's not no little man sit up in the sky and wait upon me for come do something wrong, for come tell me, say, boy, right now I'm going to burn up in a spit. If there's any God, it have to come through heat, air, and water. The sun, the water, and the air where we're breathing now. That is God. And the only way we can understand that is to find our humanity. And the only way we can find our humanity is to get closer to nature, to the heat, to the air and the water, and see how we're best able to use these things to make life more meaningful, and human beings more loving and kinder. And we can't fight against nature and things say love or combo. You could have got church a little more. You could have been Islam a little more. You could have been Rasta a little more. You could have prayed till you can't pray no more. Trust me, you're not going to find life as how life is supposed to be if you start and keep disrespecting nature. This is the cutting edge.